Good evening, everybody. We got a late one tonight. It is 1:21 in the AM, EST. I'm just waiting for my partner to join up. I don't suspect too many people will be on tonight. Casey Manila, how you doing? How you doing? Hillary's on. Good. I wasn't expecting too many people on tonight because it's so late on this side of the map. Just waiting for my partner here to get on. Yes, it's a late one tonight. Matthew is traveling. He had to go to Bangkok, and he is on a boat right now. So we're going to get to see everyone's. Hillary, you were on a boat earlier or the other day too. Everyone's on boats these days doing go live. So he's coming from a boat in the Gulf of Thailand. We might get to see some nice scenery. Just waiting for him to join up here. There he is. He is on. Let me invite my partner out here. Invite broadcast. Good. Gets on the call. Edgar, how you doing, buddy? Edgar's off. Oh, wow. The volume went way up. How's it going, man?
There you go. I'm good. I'm on a boat right now. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sweetness, man. Fist bump.
Awesome.
Fist bump.
Sorry. This one.
Sweet, man.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome in the show. Tremblay and McKay show, episode 5 already. Episode 5 will be around the duality. So that will be awesome.
It's a deep one tonight.
Yeah, but we got some people from Thailand who join right now, so
that's cool. That's who those people are.
Pretty awesome. And Mika, Eric, Edgar is there. Hello, Edgar. Bless you, bro. So that's cool. Hillary is there. What's up? Late night. Yes, it's late night, but we need to do it. It's a daily show, but we have the freedom, right? So.
We can do it. I was just inviting a few people out on the West Coast. Some people that I think might still be up. I figured I'd do some inviting. Edgar, how you doing? God bless you, man. God bless you. Thank you very much. Richard, what's up, buddy? You ready for the show on Wednesday night? I think you going to be able to jam tomorrow? I've got a show on Wednesday night with an old band. We're doing a little reunion show. Good. Yeah. I like that. I've got the freedom to play all the music in the world these days. Good stuff, man. Get to do what I love.
So, once again, thank you for all the comments, the like, the love, and the share that you are doing every day with our with those episodes that we are doing. We hope you find some value on it today. Yes. We'll talk. Yeah, that will be deep. I think so. Yeah, because we'll talk about duality. Can you hear me well? Is it good?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. You're good.
That's good. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to put this because I'm outside and yeah.
And you're in Thailand.
Everything. So please welcome me home. Yeah, sure. Richard Barry is there. You know it.
That's my bass player. That's the bass man. He's my rhythm section man. Him and I were the rhythm section, so we get along really well. We groove.
Very good.
So do you want to start that topic tonight? The topic is duality. It's a deep one. I think it's going to be deep.
I will start with something, okay? So
you hit it.
I will show you something. Okay, this. Do you believe this is beautiful?
Do I? I do. Who out there thinks that's beautiful? If you think it's beautiful, put a 1 in the comments. If you think it's not that beautiful, put a 2. I can guess.
And we can have some 2 because there's a lot of cloud on it. So.
That's true. It's not a very sunny day. How can you have your sunglasses on? Because you view it differently.
I view the sunshine everywhere.
It's always sunny, eh?
So
Sandra.
is it beautiful?
I think it's
So,
beautiful. I'd be putting a 1 in right now. I love Thailand, so I think it's super beautiful.
so just to tell you that if you think it's beautiful, it's probably because you have you know what is not beautiful for you. You probably already defined what is not beautiful. So this is this is the start of the duality. If you find something beautiful, it's because there's another thing that you don't find beautiful. The beautiful thing cannot exist if the not beautiful thing, it's the ugly thing doesn't exist. So for something to exist,
Precisely.
yeah, for something to exist, you need to have another thing. You need to have the opposite, and that's the duality. That means that for everything. Like I was talking about beautiful and ugly, but it's the same for. It can be for the paralyzed and devil, like the yeah. It can be the same for oh Jason is there. It can be for Jason or and another one. It
See,
can be for
Jason's
custom
calling us
ending.
bosses. He's calling us bosses. We need workers in order for there to be bosses, right?
Yeah,
We need.
everything needs opposite. Oh, Pet is there. Sawadee Cup. That's awesome. She's a rescue girl here in Kochang. So
Oh yeah, welcome,
yeah,
pet pet.
she saved lives. So that's awesome.
Sawadee cap.
So hey, we got a lot of life, a lot of like. That's awesome. And you know, if you like the love, that's another duality that exists. If you love someone, the opposite exists as well. You need to like for the love to exist, it needs to be something else. You know, and I don't know the word in English, so I'm looking for it. But the opposite of love.
Um, Fear. I would think.
Fear
I would think.
ah,
I would think fear is the opposite of love. Yeah, definitely. If you love
it can,
something, you're attracted to it, and if you fear it, you're repelled from it. Right? You try to get away from it. When
sure.
I think personally, fear should be taken head on. We need to examine our fears, and the only way to get through fear is to examine exactly what the fear is about and go through that fear, go head on to it. I was talking about this in the other night as well. It's almost a law of nature to overcome anything. You need to face that fear. You need to name your fear in order to identify it and look at what's that.
Hatred. I translate the word I had in French. Hatred.
Yeah, but
It's
but
God.
hatred is hatred. Like you got your two base. That's why I said fear. I thought of hate and I thought of anger. But those
Yeah.
are hate and anger are residual effects from fear, right?
Yeah.
So there's love and there's fear. Those are the two base ones. And love is the purest of the light, and the fear is the darkness, right? It's the shadow. So in order to overcome our fears and enter the light, you have to go through the shadow. You have to go through the darkness. You have to experience it. You have to name it, and then you can understand the love of it, right? You need to understand and experience it.
I love
So
what
you're
Jason says. Jason says harmony should be the destination, and he said it will be hate. Fear is the opposite of comfort. But comfort, fear.
No, you need to really examine that for a minute. You need to examine that for a minute, right? What is the
Yeah,
base of the darkest? What is everything based off? People start wars because of fear, right? Fear of losing something. Why does anger happen? Anger. People only get angry when they're afraid of something, right? When they're defending something. So if you really examine it, I would say fear would be the opposite of love, the exact opposite of it. If you really think about it, what is the base darkest that causes all the other base darkness emotions, right? It's fear that causes jealousy, right? It's fear that causes anger. It's fear that causes hate. The others don't exist without fear at the base of it, right? So
sure.
that's my opinion, of course, and I have a lot of other philosophers throughout history who agree with me, but I came to that conclusion because of standing on the shoulders of giants. So, but that's the way that is. But you're right. Duality is important. You can't understand how to enjoy a pleasure if you haven't gone through a pain, right? The absence of, a certain pleasure is what causes it to be pleasurable. If you do something that's pleasurable over and over and over, it loses its luster. It loses its pleasure, So
Yeah.
in essence, it's important to constantly challenge yourself and to go through certain adversity in life, to purposely go up against adversity and purposely go up against fear and the darker of the emotions in order to understand and truly appreciate and live the lighter emotions like love and happiness, to its fullest, right? If you had love and
Yeah.
happiness all the time, you wouldn't be love and happiness anymore, because that's all you would know. You have to have the fear in order to love that. And, the same thing goes for, success in business. You have to go through
Exactly.
the adversity of the darkness in order to appreciate something good that happens, to appreciate how to use your spoils or your money that you make. If you just make money, like if you win the lottery, like how many lottery winners do you know? They win a few
Win the
million
lottery is
dollars.
not good.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not good because you win your money, and how many times you hear the story? Lottery winners, they either kill themselves somehow, through
It's going to be
spending it
crazy.
on like partying or whatever, or they just spend it really quick and they don't invest it properly. And hey, Daniel, what's up, buddy? Good
Thank you
to
so much
see
for
you.
the
We got
love.
Maddie and Daniel out here. Awesome,
Maddie is
man.
there. And just to
You guys
answer,
rock.
Jason said, without the faith, you're controlled by fear. Exactly. And Pet asked me, where are you going? I see you in the boat. Yes, I'm going to Bangkok because after that I will take a plane to go to Canada. I will be in Canada for our probably maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be able to do another go live from Bangkok, and after that we will be able to do one from Canada, both in Canada. That's what was.
Yeah. Oh, come to Montreal. We'll do a go live together, the same room.
I will be in
We'll do.
Montreal the weekend of the 5 and 6 of August.
We'll see. We'll see if I'll be there or not. I may or may not. I might be going out west. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But if I do make it to Montreal, we'll do a split screen in different rooms of the house. And then we'll meet up for real, and we'll do a real fist bump.
That should be good. So
Nikki Seda, how you doing?
my neighbor won the lottery when I was young, and they gained little.
Exactly.
When you
That's what
don't change your
happens.
mindset first, when you don't change your mindset first, and you're not uh, ready to win a lottery from your mindset, you will lose everything pretty pretty soon. I think so. Pretty fast.
It's the same thing with young people who get famous, right? How many stories of young people that get famous do you see either maintain their fame? Most of them don't. Most of them end up getting, into drugs and getting into something really bad, or they may, like they may survive long, like certain cases, like Michael Jackson, for instance. What happened in the end, though. It's the same thing, instant fame. Without really working towards it and going through all the adversity. You need to appreciate. Duality is it's important to look at this, because to appreciate the good, you have to almost experience the bad to truly handle the triumph in a good way, right?
So be grateful when you experience something bad. It will be better when you will experience something good. So if you're grateful when you experience something bad, that means that you will be able to feel better when something will be good, because you know the duality, you know the opposite, so you know now better what is good for you. And the definition of good and bad, it's really personal. Everybody have their own definition of the good and the bad. The duality, it's here. Everything exists. Everything is the same at the beginning. There's no real duality, but we define the duality because of our mindset. So
Because
that's
of our
not really
perception.
okay.
It's
That's going to
true,
be the
but that's
job.
what the material plane is all about. Everything gets separated on this plane, but now we're getting into some heavy planal spirituality stuff. I don't want to go too deep into that, but that's definitely, this whole
That's
realm is all about duality, you know. We come down here and that's what makes it what it is. The ability to, you know, have that duality. That's what this place is all about. It's all about the experience of the light and the experience of the dark, right? We're
but the
here to
experience comes from
experience
the
both
perception.
sides.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
we have some.
that's what this life is all about. It's a school for the soul, you know.
We have some comment. Maddie said people end up broke after or because they don't have a good spending habits. You know, I did a post 2 days ago, I believe, on my Facebook profile. You can go for it. And I asked two people, if you have $100,000 in your pocket and you was able to buy anything, but it should start with the same letter of your own name. And everybody tell me things that it's not all liabilities, you know. All the things that I was reading, it's all about liabilities, no assets. So people will lose their $100,000, and will finish with nothing, just things that cost money. You know, there's nothing who will bring them money. So yes, people spend their money with bad habit, but bad habit for me with my perception. But
Did you see what I put? my
I don't remember.
initials, and since it was in French, I wrote my answer in French, right? So my initials were KM. I couldn't think of anything for K, so I.
What?
That's an
Sorry, it
asset,
was
my
choppy.
friend.
So what?
I
What
said
did you say?
KM.
Because it was choppy.
Okay, en français, KM. I said Les Kardashians and Le Monde
Ah,
because my initials were K. And so I picked an asset, a pretty big one, I must say. I picked the world, so that was my answer. I'd buy the world. So what does
good.
Maddie say? Maddie said people end up broke after cause they don't
Because they don't
have
have
good
a
enough
good
spending
spending
habits.
habits. Yeah.
Exactly. They didn't learn it. They didn't learn it.
Exactly. This is what I was talking about. Yeah.
Edgar says, I'm back to earth, my world, my way. Good job, you guys. God bless. God bless you too, Edgar, man. Thank you for being here,
Yeah.
man. We really appreciate it. You know, drop some love, drop some hearts in here. You know, keep commenting. We're gonna go through all these comments. Share if you guys get a chance. We'd really appreciate it. You know, we're here to spread the good word. We're here to spread the love. You know, we want. You know, here's another duality. You know, there's a lot of darkness going on in the world right now, and you know.
Yeah.
There's a
Jason
lot of
says,
bad news perpetuated on television, you know, and we just want to put out the good word and help, like do the other side of it, you know what I mean? So that's what we're into.
we
Jason
are
says,
the
down with the
we are the
Beebs.
duality. We are the duality of what happened in the TV news. You know.
This is
We
the
bring
love
good
show.
news.
This is the value show. This is where
Yeah.
you're gonna feel good about yourself watching Tremblay. Jason
Crystal
says,
is
down with the
there.
Beebs. He says,
Down
down
with
with
the
the
beats.
Biebs, man. Yeah, Justin Bieber just canceled his Canadian tour, so a lot of people here are thinking the same thing. And he got into some trouble. He was like, was he drinking and driving or talking on his cell phone
What?
and driving? He got caught doing something. I can't remember.
Justin Bieber?
Crystal, how you doing, Crystal? Good to
I'm gonna
see ya.
guess it. Taylor
Yeah,
says,
I don't
been
know.
listening to the secret on audiobook while driving.
Ooh,
Awesome.
The Secret's pretty powerful stuff, man.
You
You know what I
will
like
bring
about The
no
Secret?
happiness without darkness. Sorry?
You know what I like about The Secret? I like how they talk about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, man. The founder of ancient Egypt. It's some really interesting stuff. Look up the Emerald Tablets. There's some real deep knowledge on those things. Maddie, you wouldn't know happiness without the darkness or pain. Exactly. That's what we're talking about, right? The duality of everything. We need the bad to know the good, you know, and that's the
Yeah.
lesson of the world that we're living in, you know. That's the whole purpose of everything here, to experience it all, because that's where our true lessons come from, right?
Without hard work and rough times, the fame, the fame is not
Exactly.
worth it.
You don't
Daniel,
know
yeah,
how to enjoy it.
exactly. Hillary, loving, loving it. Also, I must be getting ready for some serious good. Of course, if you,
It's
that means that
coming.
you have some serious bad before. Comment to that, Edgar. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. I'm
The
going
horizon.
to bed. I will catch the replay. I like, I like that it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah, exactly. The secret's all about the law of attraction, right? And this is kind of another
Sorry.
reason why we're trying to put out the good vibes now, you know? It's important to get those good vibes out there because we want to cause a ripple effect. We want people to be vibrating from their hearts in a good way so that they learn how to attract good things to them as well, you know? I've been Matthew too, like we've been experiencing some real success with our businesses lately, and it's I think 1,010% due to the fact that we are reading a lot of positivity. We're reading a lot of good books. We're always putting positive uh, input into our businesses, positive input into the people around us. We've learned to push away the negative. We had a go live the other night about negativity and positivity. Just getting rid of the positive. You don't need that stuff in your life. Yeah, sorry, you don't need the negative in your life. Get rid of that, as much as you can. And just try to focus on the positive stuff, because in this world of duality, darkness and light, they exist in equal proportions, right? And what we choose to look at, what we choose to accentuate and focus on is what will be magnetized. It's that anecdote about the wolf, right? Which wolf is going to survive, right? The good wolf, or the bad wolf, whatever. The one that survives is the one that you feed, right? If you feed the evil wolf will live, right? So in terms of duality, we bring about the one that we focus mostly on. So we need to start putting out better vibes and more love and appreciation for the good things in life, so that we can all come together and start creating something more positive in this world, and start ascending to another level and realize what we're really here. Realize that we can actually have a really beautiful place on this planet if we just stop thinking about the darkness and stop thinking about selfishness and egotism. Right now we're operating down here. We need to be operating up here, or things are going to get worse, right? And we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on the good, right? Hey, Josh, how you doing from Alaska? Awesome,
Oh,
man.
from Alaska, awesome. That's a
Huge
little bit
love.
different here. A little bit different.
Yeah. Thailand, Canada, Alaska. Man, it's beautiful up there. You got a nice place you're living in, especially this time of
She'll
year.
send us a photo.
Yeah. Huge
I've never
love,
seen
Daniel.
something
Huge
from
love,
Alaska.
buddy. He's good. He's good. Yeah, I bet you're good, man. It's some beautiful country up there. I'd like to get up there.
Thank you, Daniel. I want to build organic ecosystem that will provide the public with natural solution to their daily needs that will benefit them affordable. That's awesome. Oh, way to go, Jason. That's amazing, man.
Jason, we should talk about that, man. I've got some crazy ideas too, man. I've been yeah, I think we have talked about this before. We need to get on another Go Live sometime, another Zoom call, and go over more of this, man. I've got some really good ideas as well. That's totally what I want to get into. Self-sustained, housing with, yeah, that are off-grid and totally sustainable. Grow your own food. I like aquaponics ideas like that are really, really good on the forefront of things. That's one of the big problems in this world. There's a new documentary on Netflix. I don't watch a lot of it, but I heard a lot of people talking about it. It's called What the Health. I think it's called What the Health, and it's all about how the major industries, agriculture industries, and farming, cattle farming, and farming industries are just ruining ecosystems everywhere. And so ideas like growing your own food in your house are excellent ideas, And we have the technology, we have it all here, It's right. We know how to do this stuff, So I think with some positive, influence in this world, people getting on Go Lives like this, putting out more positive influence, doing your own little TV shows. We have our own TV show right here, you know? This is PBS on steroids right here, man. And everybody can do it, you know? So, you know, the people with good messages, the people with love and appreciation and positivity, you know, it's our duty to put it out there, because we need to bounce off each other, and we need to start presenting better ideas for each other, and brainstorming and masterminding together. You know, two heads are better than one. We need to start coming together with the technology and start doing things more positive and just get the vibe going.
I work with someone in my team. His goal is to be sufficient to himself, for all of his family. So he do his own culture, he do everything. He is almost there. So he started, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, and he's almost there right now. So he will be sufficient probably pretty soon. So
that's excellent. We need to bring it back, right? We need to bring it back to the clean, to the earth. We have to figure out the technologies of the ancient past, you know, because there's some real serious stuff going on there with the energies of the planet and what is possible. We're just starting to discover these things now, you know. So we're starting to rediscover certain things and starting to go back to the past, you know, with our medicines, using more plant medicines, you know, stuff derived from plants, you know, like you know, oils and plant medicines and stuff like that. These are what the pharmaceutical companies have synthesized, you know, and the human body is not meant to process synthesized pharmaceuticals properly. You know, we need to go back to nature. We need to go back, you know, rehabilitate ourselves in a sense back to nature and start using nature's medicine again, because that is the true medicine. That is what our bodies genetically, thousands of years, evolutionary, respond to in an evolutionary fashion, you know. So it's really important that we start looking back to, you know, Mother Earth to start to move on into the future, you know. So we've been doing it a different way, and it just ain't working, people. So we need to start examining some new things, and there's some great ideas happening right now. So let's keep the communication going. Let's keep informing each other and putting out the good message. Let's bring lightness back into the picture.
About the duality, he was talking about the perception. You know, the good and the bad. It's really personal thing. It's really from the perception of ourselves. It's really from what you think is good is because your perception of something good, and if you start thinking about this, be aware of why you think that something is good and why you think that something is bad, because usually if you are aware about that, if you are aware about where your perceptions come from, why you create this emotion, why you create this perception of something, it's sometimes will be because of the society of others. So when you are aware about that, you can recreate a different perception from yourself. So redefine what is good and what is bad for you. And at this point, when you are aware about that and when you can redefine it, you recreate your own world. You recreate your own point of view, and it's all come from your mind. It's all come from your mindset. So you need to be sure to be aware for everything. When you find something bad, think about why this is bad and why and the same for the good things. You know, when you find something good, you need to define why this is good and just be aware about this. And when you are aware about this, you can redefine it if you need to. But if you are agree with your perception at this point of time, cool, go for it. But if you're not agree with it, if you think that it can be different, change it. It's your world, it's your life. You have the control of it. But you need to be aware where it comes from your perception. And at this point, the duality exists, and you can redefine the duality all the time. You can redefine it for the good and the bad, for the, you know, the war exists because the peace exists. There's everything. It's a duality. And you know, we were talking about Trinity also, but you are the observer of all of this. So you are the Trinity. Your mind, your soul is the Trinity. You are the observer of all the duality in the world, and you choose to define. You choose to see. Sorry, the angry face.
Someone put an angry face in. We're gonna go see who put that angry face in there. Who's the hater? Let's load the love on. Load the love on, man. We gotta kill that anger, man.
No, but you need to, if you are aware of that you are the observer, you are the Trinity, you can define the duality in front of you. You can define which one of the duality you want to experience on every situation. Hey Michelle, hey Jason, quit fighting the river, flow with it. Exactly. Nice view, Matthew. Thanks, Michelle. I made it. Yes, yeah. Mother Earth
Permaculture
taught us
rocks.
how it can grow, why change it. We need Mother Earth than people realize. Yes, exactly, Daniel. Sorry. You know, be unhealthy exists because you are healthy. Now I know I am sick because I was healthy a week ago. So I know I am sick right now. But I do a lot of visualization and a lot of meditation to fight about this, and I will be healthy pretty soon. That was me. Sorry, Daniel hit the love button too fast, and it's going to angry face. That's why.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Daniel says. Jason says he's building an Earth ship. Crystal was talking about Earth ships earlier. Yeah, that stuff's pretty fascinating. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, you know. Look up Earth ships. There's some pretty amazing things going on right now in the world. People are really on that tip. People are definitely talking just like we're talking right now. But point is, you know, let's try to focus on the light a little more than the darkness. Yeah. Daniel says Mother Earth started us out. If it ain't broke, why change it? We need Mother Earth more than people realize. Absolutely, man. This is our only home right now. We don't have the means to go to another planet or find another M class anywhere. So we need to pay attention with what we got here and start treating the planet a little better.
You know,
oh, hey Michelle, what's up? Glad you made it. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, Matthew's he's on a boat in Thailand right now. He's looking pretty good. Yep.
I read all those comments already.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear you read all of them. Yeah. Quit fighting the river, flow with it. You read that?
Yeah. Yeah. I read it. So,
oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
You know, all the dark exists because the light exists. Okay, so you can turn to light a dark places, a dark room, just by turning a light on. Okay, so if you put the light on a dark room, that will be a light after that. It's the same for your life. If your life is so dark, actually, you can turn the light on. Turn the light on from here, and you will turn the light on your life. So think about it. This is another duality: the dark and the light.
Illuminate.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sorry, my English. Sorry, there's sometimes.
No, you said it just fine. I was just trying to accompany you. That's all. Everything you said was good. You're excellent. Your English is fine, man. There's a charm. You got a charm going on. You got that French charm in your accent and your voice. It's good.
So we have been here for half an hour already, more than half an hour.
Is it time to cut it off?
Yeah. Giselle Dancer is there. My friend.
Hey Giselle, talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, her friend's building an Earth ship too. That's what, because you didn't talk about the Earth ships. Those things are pretty awesome, man. That's why I was bringing up those old comments. Like, there's some really amazing stuff going on right now. Yeah, that's awesome, Giselle. A lot of people are doing those Earth ships. I'd like to do something similar as well.
Yeah, Jason said he did a similar.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What is a Earth ship?
Michelle!
What is a Earth ship?
An Earth ship?
Yeah, what is it?
They're like sustainable housing and stuff like that. Sustainable housing for people to start living in, so we're not wasting so much, and we're just they kind of they're built right out of the earth, so they're sustainable. There's a lot more to it, but we're running short on time here. We don't want to go too long with these go lives. But yeah, look up Earthships. They're pretty fascinating things going on right now. The Williamsons are out. Have to sleep. Huge love. Keep the message I shared Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for sharing, buddy. We love you guys. You are amazing. Thank you for coming out. Share, like, love, comment. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Sawadee Kap. He's in Thailand, so we gotta talk to the Thais. We gotta talk Thai.
If you think this video, those episodes can bring value to people around you, please share it on your profile. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the share.
Thanks for the likes and love, guys. You guys rock.
The love family is there with us. So
yeah, the Williamsons got a lot of heart.
That's awesome.
Love you guys, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Okay.
So Mathieu, you have a good trip. Have some good travels. We'll see you on the other side of the pond soon.
Tomorrow we'll be in Bangkok, so I will be able to do it for my
Okay, great. Perfect, man. Perfect.
Tomorrow morning we'll
nice. Big city. Big bad city. Thanks, Michelle. You have a good night too. We love you guys.
Love you. Good night, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Ciao, buddy.